Welcome to the Scenes with Wings experience.
Wing, fly with me, won't you?
Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Elimination Chamber is finally in the books. It's over and done with. And we are 6 weeks out until we get the show of shows, the granddaddy of them all, the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. The Elimination Chamber, in my opinion, was nothing more than a glorified fucking house show. It was okay, but we have some things to discuss and go over. I am extremely pissed at what happened to one Bobby Lashley. We will get into that, and we will discuss that shit for sure. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I'm not going to go over the pre-show. It's not important. The pre-show, it had The Miz and Rey Mysterio in a match. Rey Mysterio wins. Who cares? Who gives a shit? So, we kicked the show off with the head of the table, Roman Reigns versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. This was a standard Goldberg match, but in the end, Reigns wins via the guillotine choke. He locked it in great, and Goldberg tapped out. So that was fucking awesome, because I thought that they were going to actually switch it, but I'm glad that they didn't do it. I get that a 4 out of 5. Moving on, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair versus Doudrop versus Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Ash versus Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. Bianca Belair wins via the KOD, pinning Alexa Bliss. And she's still doing the creepy, weird gimmick, which is a bunch of bullshit. The reason why she's doing that still is because the Lily doll sells a lot. Like, it moves a bunch of fucking merch. Like, it really truly does. For whatever reason. For whatever fucking reason, it moves merch. It's very, very marketable. I get that, a 3 out of 5. Next, Charlotte Flair and Sonia Deville versus Ronda Rousey and Naomi, with the stipulation being Rousey had to have her arms, one of her arms tied behind her back. In the end, Ronda wins via the armbar. She tapped out Sonya Deville. And Charlotte just sat there and just said, fuck this shit, I'm out. So that was kind of cool. I gave that a 3 out of 5. Then we had Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Who gives a shit? Drew wins via the Claymore. And he had Angela pointed at Corbin. So I assume they're going to do something at WrestleMania. I hope they don't. They don't need to do that with McIntyre. Just end the feud on SmackDown. Just end the fucking feud between McIntyre, Madcap, and Corbin, Happy Corbin, on a episode of SmackDown. I gave that a 1 out of 5. Who gives a shit? Moving on. Lita versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. This is a really, really good match. Lita did all the work basically. Towards the end, Lita hits her moonsault. She gets a long 2 count, and then Becky does a god-awful, fucking horrible manhandle slam for the 3 count. I gave that a 2 out of 5. Then the Viking Raiders, they appear, and they're about to hit the ring, and then the Usos, they take them out. I gave that like a 2 out of 5. Who gives a shit? Then we get a really awesome video package from the Undertaker. He's now inducted into the Hall of Fame. Finally. It took them forever to do it, but we're finally giving Undertaker his flowers, which is fucking awesome. I've always loved The Undertaker. He's up there in my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. He really is. He's up there with The Rock, Austin, Triple H, Taker. So yeah, I mean, just the top 5. He would be in that top 5 for sure. Moving on, then we go to the main event, the men's Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles versus Matt Riddle versus Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. Brock basically destroys everyone. Earlier on, Lashley is taken out, so Rollins goes for a buckle bomb. He hits it on Riddle, and for whatever reason, Lashley was taken out during that debacle, and so Lesnar, like I said, he destroyed everybody. He destroyed AJ with a spine buster, Riddle with an F5, Rollins with an F5. He took Styles to Suplex City. But in the end, it was down to Lesnar and Austin Theory. Lesnar does a badass fucking F5 off the top of the pod for the 3. And he is now the new WWE champion. And I am upset about that. I gave that a 1 out of 5. Reason being is because Lashley was done dirty. He only held the title for 3 weeks. It makes no sense. It really doesn't make any sense at all. We still are on the road to WrestleMania. Well, we're not on the road to WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is in 6 weeks. I meant to say that. So Mania is in 6 weeks. And we've seen Roman and Brock time and time again. Even if you unify the titles, it doesn't matter. I think what they're going to do, and it makes sense, and I've heard people say this before, that it could very well be a fatal 4-way. Brock, Reigns, Lashley, and Rollins, or triple threat rematch from WrestleMania 31, featuring Rollins, Reigns, and Lesnar. So I don't know. Those are my 2 options. Hopefully they go with a fatal 4-way. You're going to have to do something, because we can't have Reigns versus Lesnar again. You just can't have it. It doesn't make any sense. And Cody Rhodes did not make an appearance at all. I'm pretty sure he probably is filming some vignettes for sure. I've read that he's supposed to be filming some vignettes this weekend. So he's probably filming some. I would imagine that we see Cody either on Monday or Friday of this week. I guarantee you we're going to have to see Cody Rhodes either Friday or Monday. Hopefully it'll be Monday. And hopefully they've already have a plan for him, a massive plan, which I think they do. If he's not going to be factored into championship plans, he's got to have a really good feud lined up for him. I don't know who that could be against, but, I do think that him and Orton, that would be a pretty good feud to reignite. That would be some pretty good shit to do. But that doesn't seem WrestleMania-esque to me. That seems more like SummerSlam-esque to me. But other than that, like I said before, the show was okay. It was just a glorified house show. It was all right. But, man, Bobby Lashley was done wrong. It's a bunch of bullshit. Hopefully, come WrestleMania, when it's all said and done, hopefully the brand split has officially ended. It has to happen. It needs to happen. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my videos. Impact No Surrender is tonight. We will definitely do a review and go over the show tomorrow. Hopefully Samoa Joe appears. And hopefully Eddie Edwards turns heel tonight. But it should be a good one. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Oh